Welcome to this week's episode of the 3-Point Play. This week's sports focus, these small forwards are big time. We are doing the top 5 small forwards in the NBA currently, based on our opinions. I always have the amazing Aaron to my left, and to my right, the legendary Jordan. Guys, we're doing top 5 small forwards today. Aaron, who's your 5th at the top 5 list?
My number 5 at the top small forward list, Zev, is Carmelo Anthony.
All right, continue, please.
The reason why he's number 5,
Okay.
as good as he is with his deadly mid-range game, he doesn't bring it entirely on the defensive end when it comes to superstar status.
Yep.
And he needs to elevate that up. Granted, he's doing a lot of things. He's running the offense more through him, becoming more of a facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
Career high average and assists of 4.2 assists per game.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very impressive on his behalf.
Yeah.
So the only
Especially
thing
with that, like, atrocity of a team.
Exactly. So the only thing that would make him higher on my list would be the defense.
Okay. I mean, this is something we've heard, year in, year out with Melo. But he does bring on the offensive end, and It's good to see that he's in the top 5 because of this.
Yes.
Jordan.
You want my top 5, or should I comment on Melo?
Let's do both.
Okay, first of all, Melo. He's a bum. Now, my number 5. Five is the alphabet, the Greek freak.
Oh my
Giannis
God.
Antetokounmpo.
Wow.
That's number 5.
What a reach. All right.
What's wrong with him?
Give us your piece.
Kid can't shoot.
All right, but he can do everything else. Amazingly.
Okay.
No. We think he can do everything else.
He had like a good 2 months to do things.
Yeah. We'll see what he does now at point guard for Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
He can be a point guard and small forward.
All right, let's hear about him.
16, 17 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.4 blocks. And 50% shooting. Okay, so what if he can't shoot? But that's why he's number 5. If he could shoot, he might be number 1.
My God.
All right, that's a little bit of a reach, guys.
All right,
I never said that.
So now that we think he's point guard this year for Jason Kidd, what do we expect out of him? How do you think he's gonna do?
Think he's gonna be an all-star?
Yeah,
An all-star.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Fine.
And the team will make the playoffs and then lose the first round.
Yeah. Just like everyone else in the East.
Basically.
Yeah. All right. Well, going over to number 4.
Number 4, Zev, for me, is the comeback kid, Paul George.
Ooh. Okay.
Had a very good comeback season.
PG-13
last year.
2K cover this year.
Loved the nickname.
Yeah.
23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals.
Mm-hmm.
Season average. He actually looked very good last year, and he didn't have to rely on his athleticism for his game. He was more of a perimeter guy, taking more jump shots, which was fine because he was more efficient.
Yeah.
And he was able. That allows him to save his legs, and plus he's a very good defender on the other side of the ball.
I think early on last season he was like shooting 50% from 3.
Well, he was out of his. He was
going crazy that first
month. Amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, look at that Indiana Pacers team. He's a lot to work with this year.
He has a lot of help.
I
like the starting 5 a lot.
I do think that the assists might go down slightly. With Jeff Teague at the helm.
Yeah, but he doesn't even focus on that now. He just focus more on the scoring part and defense.
Yeah, so we're just going to see a better version of PG-13.
Exactly.
Rated R version.
Jordan,
number 2.
I'm going to introduce him in a better way because you guys ruined his nickname.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to rate this movie PG-13. That's my number 4.
Okay.
So I have the same number 4 as you.
Uh-huh.
The only problem I have with him is he has to higher his field goal percentage a little bit. If you look at other small forwards, like the better ones, they have great field goal percentage. He's shooting at about 42%.
That
could be improved.
Fine. No,
that
could be improved, but it's still solid based on what he was working with last year.
That's true.
But take more difficult shots.
But it's good to critique, and we hopefully will do better this year. And I think once again, they brought in Al Jefferson, they brought Jeff Teague on. You have Thaddeus Young. You have players now that can really take some of the load off, and I think because of that, he'll get better looks, and for that, he'll probably have a better field goal percentage.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe. Could be.
Yeah, so PG-13, locked in on both sides, number 4.
Number 4?
Well, now it's number 3.
Well, number 3, Zev, is the Claw.
The Claw!
Kawhi Leonard.
The Claw.
My man.
Oh, he's great.
He's amazing. From what he got drafted at, just to be a solid role starter, to now being the face of the San Antonio Spurs is an amazing growth in his career.
Yeah.
Man's a 20 plus point scorer per game. Could shoot the 3-ball very efficiently.
Yes.
A phenomenal defender, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh.
Anyone who gets guarded by him is officially having a bad night.
Even LeBron.
Okay, now hang on. Wait
Even LeBron in the finals, I'm just saying.
No, LeBron did well in the finals.
Yeah,
Stop it.
We'll see.
Stop it.
All right. Well, that's it.
That's it.
That's it for the Claw.
Yes.
Well, I think that just goes. That's great praise for the San Antonio Spurs. Like you said, you kind of fell a little bit in the draft. Imagine that the Pacers could have had
that 2-way tandem
top 4
George.
and top 3 of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Filthy.
That would have been insane. But I do think that the Spurs are a lot of the cause of his growth. I think if he wasn't on that San Antonio team, he wouldn't have become
who he is now.
Who he is now, and we thank the Spurs for it because he's a great player.
And I was just thinking that actually, if he wasn't on the Spurs, I don't think he would do anywhere near what he is doing right now.
Is that your top 3?
My number 3 is Durant.
Wow. Okay.
What's so funny?
KD, all right, let's hear your piece.
Kevin Durant. Well, first of all, everyone hates you except the Warriors. He's shooting 28 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1.2 blocks. That's all very nice.
You might want to look at the video producer for a second. He's giving you the finger.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jack. Anyway, well, he's a great player, but I have other people on my list.
Okay. So what dropped him down?
What dropped him down?
For most people, Kevin Durant goes in the top 2. So what?
You just gotta wait and see what my next 2 is.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Okay, so it's...
Plus, his production's going to go down a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the Warriors.
I don't think so.
But this isn't a production video. It's top 5 video. Who's a better player?
I have Durant at number 2, and
so we're going to number 2 now.
Yeah, I have Durant number 2 because he's a phenomenal player, guaranteed 28 points a game, and I think his production is going to be just as similar as it was on the Thunder. He's going to get easier looks due to the fact he's playing with Thompson and Curry. And so if one of them is getting double teamed, he's open.
I think he's gonna have nights where he's not gonna get a lot of points, have an off night, but then he's just gonna pass, and they're all gonna score the points for him.
And he's still gonna have a good night throughout the entire stat line. He may not have 28 points plus, but he can still have 20 and let's say 8 rebounds and 7.
Let's say let's see. For all we know, they're gonna blow out teams by halftime, and then Kevin Durant will average 12 points a game because they just won't need it.
Yeah, then he comes in for that fourth quarter stretch.
Yeah. So Kevin Durant number 2.
Exactly.
That Golden State team,
filthy.
It's gonna be that filthy is an understatement. That's gonna be just stop it. It's just give him the ring. All right.
So the reason I have Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant at number 3 is because I have Kawhi Leonard at number 2.
The Claw. Okay.
Well, he has lockdown defender in 2K. That's my argument. No, I'm just kidding.
It all comes down to 2K.
I'm just kidding. I actually looked it up. The small forwards versus the Spurs actually averaged the least points in the entire league. He is an amazing defender. If you play fantasy, you just know this. Amazing stats, does everything efficiently.
Yeah.
And only has 1.5 turnovers compared to other players.
But he's not a playmaker, though.
But
he doesn't really have the ball in his hands.
But he contributes all around.
No, I agree with you 100%, but it's not like he creates for everybody or he brings the ball up himself as much as
It's just good passing by the whole team. Doesn't mean he'll end up with the assist.
Well, Jordan makes an interesting point. One thing I do have to say is that another year of Tony Parker decline. Patty Mills is your backup. I think this year Kawhi Leonard is going to have to do more. So fantasy players, just watch out for Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, if he does, all to him.
Yeah, I think he might have to facilitate. And if that's the case, then we're talking about a guy who's super efficient, lockdown defender, and now has some playmaking ability.
You said lockdown defender because he said it about 2K, didn't you?
No, that's an awesome stat, though, is that the Spurs hold the small forwards to the least amount of points. It's very interesting.
So overall, comparing him to Durant, great shooter.
Yes.
Much better defender.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And could do everything else with less turnovers. Maybe not as great of a shooter, but he'll knock those threes down.
Yeah.
Just as well.
I think it's a different offense. I think Kevin Durant has to do a lot more on his own individually.
Had to do much more.
Had to do more. He probably doesn't have to do much anymore. But with that Spurs organization, it's all about, that team playing well together, and he's definitely found a niche in that, and he's killing it.
Exactly.
All right, so Kawhi number 2.
Yep.
All right. Warriors fans are upset. Aaron, number 1. I think I can guess who it is, but I don't want to spoil it for our fans.
All right, so spoiler now.
It's
the king.
LeBron James. Okay. LBJ.
25, 7, 7, and 1 steal per game. Man, he changed his franchises.
Actually.
Got 3 rings. That block on Iggy. Iconic.
Yeah.
Solidified his status as arguably the best small forward. I say arguably because,
we have people
say
that
it on the screen.
There's not much to say. LeBron James. He's been the face of our league for, I don't know,
10 plus years already.
10 plus years. Yeah, and it's all power to him. I've been hesitant in the past about him, about putting him up there, but what he did in Cleveland,
all to him.
It's crazy to come back like that and against one of the greatest teams ever.
He beat the greatest team of all time.
He did. So,
by record.
By record. So, all the power to him.
Exactly.
Hail to the king. Jordan,
what do you think?
Wait.
Is it Melo?
Is it Carlos Delfino?
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. No, it's LeBron James.
It scared me for a second.
All right. So let me just tell you some facts about him. 25 points per game, 7.5 rebounds a game, almost 7 assists per game, 1.5 steals, half a block, 52% shooting.
Yes.
And on top of that, never missed less than 62 games in a season. That's amazing. He played 13 seasons.
Yeah, he's an Iron Man.
Yeah. When you have your best player going down, it ruins your whole team.
Yeah, and especially a player of his magnitude.
Ruins the chemistry a lot.
Yeah. No. All right.
So now let me just tell you some other things that you might find
interesting.
Give us the facts,
please.
4-time MVP, 10-time All-NBA team, 5-time All-Defensive Team, 3-time Finals MVP, NBA Scoring Champ, NBA Rookie of the Year, NBA All-Rookie Team, Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year, 3-time Best Male Athlete ESPY Award, 5-time Best NBA Player ESPY Award, 3-time Best Championship Performance ESPY Award, Breakthrough Athlete ESPY Award, Ohio Mr. Basketball, Kids Choice Award for Favorite Male Athlete, Team Choice Award for Choice Male Athlete, 5-time BET Award for Sportsman of the Year, Mr. Basketball USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year, Associated Press Male Athlete of the Year. Is that enough or no?
How many followers on Twitter?
25 million followers on Instagram. 33 million followers on Twitter. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. I just want to suck them off. Not literally.
All right.
Number 1 is LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen.
You say Brooklyn? Oh my God.
Let me just repeat one of them. Teen Choice Award for Choice Male Athlete.
Wow.
I just thought that was funny.
Fine.
But it's all there. It's all there.
It's
it's there, all right.
He's got it all. He has all the accolades, all the power to him. That is the face of our league, and for the foreseeable future until someone takes him out of his throne. Yeah, that's solidified. That definitely solidified. LeBron is the first.
Some of them are on a shelf, others are in the garbage.
Oh.
Where they are, we don't want to know. Anywho, I think that wraps it up for us for our top 5 small forwards. Yeah. Jordan, that was great. We did not see this coming. This was not planned.
Oh, love it.
I didn't see it coming.
As always, please like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, tweet at us, and let us know. Who do you think should be in the top 5 that didn't make it? Who do you think should be higher? Who do you think should be lower? Thank you. Have a good night.
Again? Your hands are slipping.
That was really good.
Oh,
really
good
good,
God. Oh, that was excellent. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't
Jack,
even look.
you're gonna need to do like a credits.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. You just list them all down.